welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little babies by clicking the Give link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. If you got them, let them go. They just won't let a player. I don't push us because we're close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. I got a Benz, I ain't even drove yet. What it is. That's what's up, man. How's y'all doing? Say you owe us an overtime, Willie, for a no call, no show last night. Got into a little something. I had to go ahead on and tend to a little something so I can pay my goddamn bills. Yeah, today is the 3rd. Today is the doggone 3rd. Day is the 3rd. Listen, y'all, I had done messed up some. I'm just gonna have to fix it a little bit later on. But we was screaming everywhere. We still screaming on the green. We was screaming on all 3 of them, but I messed around and I hit this little thing to where they say you have to do over on the green. I'm talking about the R. On the green, the R. To where I got to get like 5 hours of premium footage for the green so they can start tallying up stuff to try to pay me out here in the doggone street. But I didn't know once you hit the Go Premium that it cuts out the purple and the blue. I didn't know that right there. So I can't change it back. So I just got to let its course run. So we also screaming on the green, which is R. The green, which is R. The link's down there in the description. Yeah. I didn't know. So, but it's on premium. So I'm guessing that people have to sign up for premium. I have no idea how that work. I thought when you just do it, that'll help me get my 5 hours up. So I'm gonna have to do that like a few days. Hell, today Thursday. I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow too. And that should bring me up to 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? And then I can go ahead and do one more day and that'll take me over the 5 hours for the month. And I need to do that every month. So it just is what it is. You say baby oil stocked up 10 points. Stock went up 10 points out here. Yeah, boy. Hey though. We got 61 likes. We need to go ahead on and get up over 100. In case you're new around here, I just need for y'all to help a player out so we can hurry up and get to the show. We got a few things to go over. But my main concern is the verdict had done dropped yesterday. The verdict of Sean P. Diddy, Puffy Combs out here in these streets. Everybody excited, jumping for joy and all that fly stuff, which we should be happy. A lot of people, they should be happy because this was one of those cases that it shouldn't have been. It's literally one of those cases that it shouldn't have. Is that what we did? It shouldn't have been. It should have not came to fruition. It really shouldn't. Let me go ahead on it. Let me do this right here. It should have not came to fruition. It really shouldn't. Because these was grown folk. Remember that. Grown folks. Give y'all a quick synopsis. Yeah. Sean Puffy Diddy Combs. Sean Puffy Diddy Combs. We got 70 thumbs up. We should be at 100 by now. We really, really should. Y'all see, I'm trying to get started. I'm trying to get started early, so I'm like jumping ahead. But I do need y'all to help a player out. If you come on in, y'all go on and hit the like button. I'm finna take it slow. I'm not finna rush. Yeah. Say he should sue Cassie. Bitch, you stayed. That's a good one right there. That is still a problem. She's still gonna be a problem. For real. This trial, it really shouldn't have, literally it shouldn't have taken place, because this was not, which they tried to make it a domestic violence case. They tried to. They did a whole bunch of speaking about domestic violence when he wasn't charged for domestic violence. It's just crazy. Racketeering and sex trafficking charges. Racketeering, sex trafficking charges. Do y'all know what it said? Guilty on damn it. What was the thing? I thought I just had it up. But sex trafficking. I just want to point this out to all you players that I done already told y'all. Sex trafficking, if you, what was this right here? Transportation to engage in prostitution. Players, like I've told y'all, if y'all flying chicks out and you give her a few dollars, like for Church's chicken or something, that can be deemed as prostitution. Huh? If you send a chick a Uber, you transporting sex, and you give her money for her light bill, that's a felony. I want y'all players to understand. Y'all got to understand, because women ain't really flying players out, but they supposed to be balling so much. Yeah. You cannot send the Uber. You can't help bitch out with their little car note after you hunch. Because typically we help out women. We help women with their bills, typically, after we done been wrestling. You know what I'm saying? After we play fighting and stuff like that right there. Typically we give you a little something. Sugar daddies. Let me talk to you sugar daddies. If the sugar baby that you're dealing with don't have no transportation, but she got to come on around there to grab a little something from you, and you send a car for her. Yeah. That's transportation engaging in prostitution. That's a felony. Say, yes, women do fly us out. That's what's up. I know that it happens, but it's not like a big thing though. You know what I'm saying? He'd say anybody that fly people better stop or you next. This is what I'm trying to get across, because a lot of us will think that it's only like celebrities and rich people who be flying people out. But no, it's regular folk. Regular, everyday, regular schmegular, working class people who is flying people out. Why? Because we got this thing called Spirit. We got Frontier. We got, what is the other one that they be fighting on and shit like that right there? I think the one out of Atlanta. Damn it, but flights is like $16. Like, come on now. Hold on. Let me ask my AI. What is the cheapest plane flights? Let's see about the cheapest plane flight. They talk, see? $17, $28. The cheapest plane flight. Hold on. Let me see. The cheapest plane flight, Miami to Atlanta. Let's see what she give me real quick. $32. $32. I done flew a bit out. And she gonna think that I'm stunned. You know what I'm saying? Because she's really, especially for the females who really don't be paying attention to prices. They just be paying attention that they done got flown out. It's $32. I'm balling. You say Great Value Airlines. Exactly. And this is on Spirit. It's $32 on Spirit right now.
Right now, you can go from Atlanta to the MIA shouting. Y'all, we got 87 likes. We should be over 100. What is we waiting on? What is we waiting on? Mm-hmm. She said, "Willie, my cousin out. I showed him your segment about his innocent on South Beach. He said he bust out laugh. Oh, really? That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. Tell I said, what happening? What it do? What it do, man? Shout out to James. Shout out to James for the $6 cash app. I appreciate that right there. And y'all come on in. You say, Willie, Spirit Airlines don't count, but you really, really do got to think about it. Women will think that you balling dealing with Spirit. If you put a chick on the plane, she think that you got a few dollars. Can we just keep it 100? And then you pay for the Uber. You pay for the Uber from the airport to your crib. Girl, he flew me out and he took me to Red Lobster. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Phyllis for the $1 cash shot to say, Miss Shirley, always praying for you. Hope you're well. Shout out to Miss Shirley. Shout out to Miss Shirley. Prayers going out to Miss Shirley. What is going on? Y'all, we got 92 likes. It's 18 past the hour. I know that we can do 100 real quick. 8 more. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. 8 more, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. You know. Players. And don't mess around and be like in Savannah, Georgia, and Savannah and Jacksonville close. It's like right across the line. Don't mess around and y'all players, and y'all players who is dealing with the 16s and the 17-year-olds, like in Georgia, don't bring them to like Florida, like. Want to show them Jacksonville? Don't do that because that's against the law. Listen, because it's 16 in Georgia, 18 in Florida. Don't cross that line. Don't cross that gun line. Don't you dare do it. Don't you dare do it. So us players, we have to learn the law. We have to really, really learn the law. I just didn't know transportation to engage in prostitution was that. We got 99. Oh, I forget. Southwest is the one that I was thinking about. That's out of Atlanta. That's what's up. Shout out to Jermaine for the $1 cash app. Say for the midday support. I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do. We got 100 likes. Give yourself a pat on the back. 19 after the hour. That's what I'm talking about. Bam. So the transportation to engage in prostitution is what he was found guilty for. Racketeering conspiracy, not guilty. Sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, not guilty. Say that. I'm going to say that right there again. Sex trafficking by force and fraud or coercion. Y'all know that they like to use coercion, manipulation, grooming. They like to, no, not guilty. And then count 4 of sex trafficking by force, fraud, and coercion, not guilty. Sex trafficking, he did not get found guilty. Racketeering did not get found guilty. Those are like the biggest ones. The engagement of prostitute, the transportation for the prostitution thing, all right, you got them. You got them on that, which they shouldn't have gotten that either because, like I just said, you buy a chick or Uber, you may give her a few dollars. After y'all get finished play fighting, because after y'all done had fun, typically women like to say, I've been having a problem with paying for my cell phone. Yeah, I got a Metro, I'm 4 months behind. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, Metro, this is $35, $40, $4. You a few months behind. Let me give you 2 months and then an extra month. So that like $120. You know what I'm saying? 4 times 3. If we do 4 times 2, that's 8. If we add 4 more, then that's 20. And God give you about 120 for 3 months. That's a felony. In my mind, this was a BS case. This literally was a BS case. In my mind, I couldn't watch everything, and I have no idea why this thing was not publicized, but they doing paintings and all that fly shit right here. You know what I'm saying? We getting day-to-day commentary on it, but we couldn't see inside the courtroom. I think that that's stupid. We in 2025. We should be able to see everything. People shouldn't be able to tell us the movements and the gestures and the facial expressions. And do y'all understand? I think that they did that on purpose because they did not want us to see the so-called victims' facial expressions while they were testifying, while they was being questioned, because they know that social media and the non-mainstream media, we play games just a tad bit different. We call shit for what it is. The mainstream media deliver it in a way that they want you to believe some shit, or deliver it in a way to where they want you to view things. You know, they still want to be in control of how they want you to keep believing that certain peoples are victims. That's what I believe. That's why I believe that they just wanted mainstream to control the flow of information. Yeah, control your perception. They want to dictate your perception out here in these streets. That's a doggone shame. Now that we over 100, let's go ahead on and get into a little something here. We can go ahead on and start off with, we can do just a little bit of this one. I was going to do the whole thing, but we're not going to do the whole thing. We just going to start off with the lawyer coming on, not smiling, cheesing and shit like that right there. We going to move it slow. We going to move it slow. You do not have to be in a hurry. I got a whole bunch of stuff to show y'all. Whole bunch of stuff. You say Will Smith said it best in Bad Boys. The news is on the slant. That's a fact. Mainstream's on a slant. For real, for real. They didn't want us to see Cassie on the stand and hearing her talk about how she got STDs all in her throat and all on her tongue and shit. They didn't want us to hear that. They didn't want us to hear it and see it in real time. They did not want us to know that her tongue and her whole mouth was infected while she was still being a part of the freak-offs. No. See, because as I said right now, a whole bunch of you didn't even know that right there happened. She was the one who was, I enjoyed it. Yeah. I'm going to put the old lawyer up on the screen. Let him say a few words real quick, and then we'll move over to something else that I saw.
Thank you all for being patient.
You're welcome.
Am I speaking loud enough? You all can hear me okay?
We hear you, pimp.
All right. Today's a great victory. It's a great victory for Sean Combs. It's a great victory for the jury system. You saw that the Southern District of New York prosecutors came at him with all that they had. They're not stopping, but one thing stands between all of us and a prison, and that is a jury of 12 citizens.
Bam. He said the Trump administration allows social media content creators in the press room now. Willie, even you would be allowed in there to ask questions. You was absolutely correct. And when he had done did that, I spoke on that right there. Remember that? We get a media pass now. We don't have to be of the big 3 or 4, you know what I'm saying? But the only reason that I can't be on up in there like that right there, because I don't live up there, you know what I'm saying? But if I was to visit, then maybe I need to go ahead on and get me a media pass. Here we go.
And we had a wonderful jury. They listened to every word, and they got the situation right, or certainly right enough. They acquitted him of the sex trafficking, which he was absolutely innocent of.
Yep.
They acquitted him of the racketeering conspiracy that he was absolutely innocent of, and all of the components to it. The kidnapping, he was innocent of that.
Yeah, dog, they charged him with kidnapping. Like, what the? I didn't even know that. What is we doing?
The arson, he was innocent of that.
Oh, the arson of the dude who had the Cassie or something like that right there, and he supposedly burnt up somebody's car. I think that was a rapper or something.
the obstructing justice, he was innocent of that. And that is no longer just me saying that. That is the verdict of our jury.
Facts.
So today is a great day. Today is a win. Today is a victory of all victories for Sean Combs and our legal team. And I want to say one thing. There are very few people around whom a legal team could coalesce and become one. And Sean Combs is that person, and we are all blessed to be part of it. And I am now done speaking to you, and I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Garagos.
I didn't know that. You say federal do not allow cameras in some states. Was what his name? Was OJ case federal? But then again, that's also in California. But go ahead.
All right. I first want to thank my client, Sean Combs, for trusting us, myself, and everybody here, this incredible dream team that he put together.
Oh, yeah. He was accused of burning up Kid Cudi car.
Without him, we would not have been able to do this. He is incredible, and I want to thank him. I want to thank the jury for putting such great care into this case. They came early every single day, and I want to thank them, as I said in my opening, standing between all of us and the drastic consequences of the criminal convictions of sex trafficking. And RICO is a jury of our peers, and I thank them. I want to thank the judge, and I want to thank, despite the terrible conditions at the MDC, I want to thank the good people who worked there, who ensured that we had sufficient amount of time to prepare for trial. It is extremely difficult to prepare for a federal case in the conditions at the MDC, and they did everything they could to make that happen. I want to thank them. I also have been saying this since the beginning of this case. Sean Combs has not sexually assaulted anybody.
Facts.
I've been saying this for months. We've said it with each lawsuit that came out, and today that was proven true. The media got it wrong about Sean Combs every single day for nearly 2 years. I ask that for every time you guys see a civil lawsuit, criminal complaints or criminal indictments, you actually take a look and analyze these and see whether or not these are actually going to stand up in a court of law. Because
y'all do know that she's speaking about women. I want y'all to understand these civil lawsuits. Now, I'm not saying that men don't come forth and want to do a civil lawsuit because, you know, they follow behind the women. But typically women do the civil lawsuits when it come down to the entertainers, and then society just believe the women. Remember they had to say that Smokey Robinson in his 80s has been sexually abusing his maids. Got to be more careful.
Today they did not. He has not sexually assaulted anybody, certainly hasn't sex trafficked anybody, and the jury found that today. Thank you. I am now going to pass this over to Mr. Steele.
Now, I don't know who this tall brother is and who this sister is. I don't think I'm gonna get that far because I want to jump to something else. Well, I guess that she's next. All right, let me jump to her because I just want to go to a whole nother video. But anyway, who is her?
Thankfully, in our country, we have a right to a jury trial. And thankfully, Mr. Combs took that right. He actually battled for his freedom, for his innocence. He did it. And a lot of times, you know, people are too afraid to do it. And he did it, and we're so happy that he did. We're proud of him. We are completely honored that he put his faith and his trust in us to fight for him.
See, yeah, because I was wondering, did he have any black attorneys? Or black lawyers, attorneys, yada, yada, yada. It depends on if you pass the bar or not. So, shout out to the sister. Shout out to the sister. And I'm thinking that the brother may be an attorney also.
Today is a major win to show what the system can do.
Facts. Shout that baby out for having her real. She's rocking it real good.
We appreciate and we're so thankful to the jury. Thank you to the court. Thank you, New York. It's been a pleasure being here and fighting in your district. Thank you so much. And listen, we appreciate the media. We do. There was a lot of reporting on the accusations. There was a lot of reporting reporting on the indictment. Please report just as vigorously on the acquittal of these counts, please, because that's also the right thing to do. Thank you.
That's what's up. Now see, a lot of dark-hued women, they would appreciate her for being on the case and speaking the way that she's speaking about Puffy. Now, a lot of dark-hued women gonna be like, she'll pick me. She like, bitch, she's a lawyer. No, she'll pick me. She kissing the white man. No, she was defending like Puffy and stuff like that. She worked for Puffy, but still, that's still the white man. Because a lot of women, they just don't like Puffy, which is crazy because they liked it Puffy before all this. But go ahead.
Oh, sure. Good afternoon. So, first of all, I want to thank this wonderful team behind me. I am so happy that they allowed me to join it.
Who is you?
I would like to say that I've done a lot of trials, but this is probably the most special one to me.
Oh, so he's a trial lawyer. So, all right. Shout out to Puffy for having him a dark-hued sister and a dark-hued player. Okay, all right.
And most important, I want everyone to know the job is not done yet. We're not.
Because typically, I was waiting because I was going to say it. It seemed like he ain't got no darker hues representing him now. But he did. Okay.
Finish, the job is not done yet. And so I want to, again, thank Mark, Tanny, and the rest of these wonderful lawyers behind us. They did
You say Milk Dud handsome.
fantastic job. And like those before me have said, our system, the jury system, is important. We need good people to serve on juries.
Yes, we
We
do.
need good people to come and say a person is not guilty. Take that courage to do that. It's okay. We want you to serve on juries. This particular jury was a special jury.
You said that the dark-hued sister was a YSL attorney? For real? For who?
It was fantastic. It listened. It paid attention. It put the nonsense to the side.
Look at what that money do. Now us mere citizens, us regular worker bees, we couldn't afford not now one of them. He got 2, 4, 6 because the woman is behind him 8. Puffy wasn't trying to stay in jail. No. Puffy was not trying to lose nothing. Can't afford not now one of them. And this is why we go to jail. This is literally why we go to jail, because we can't afford no.
The distraction to the side and came to a lawfully good, just conclusion. Juries are important. But more important than that, I think, is people wanting to be on juries.
You say that lineup is about 2.5, about to go 2.5 million. It's hard for us to get to 2.5 thousand. That shit crazy, ain't it?
So for all of you all listening, for all you out there in the public, please accept the call.
Oh, so Brian Steele was Young Thug attorney? That's what's up.
And do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
You ever notice how even like in like the dark-hued community, right? We could talk about white folks is the problem, shit. But as soon as one of us entertainers get in trouble and that white man get us off, do y'all notice how like the music changed? I'm talking about rappers, and I'm talking about their commentary change. When they speak out in public, it changed, especially when they talk about race relations. If they have gotten off, if they ever been in jail and had gotten off on some charge and fly shit right there, and it was a white man or a white woman, just non-black, they speak different because that person has helped them personally. Remember how so many dog-eared people had and got upset with Wayne, with Lil Wayne for saying that he don't experience or have not experienced racism. Everybody was like, hey, you mean that you ain't experienced racism? And that's because we kind of stupid, because we do believe that everybody that's black has experienced racism. And I'm just here to tell you, everybody that's black has not experienced racism. But then a lot of those people was upset with Wayne. But when Wayne had done told one of his stories to where I think it was a story to where He got shot. He got shot, and that white officer saved his life. Yeah. Lil Wayne had a white officer save his life. And if I'm not mistaken, he took care of that man before he had done died, or something like that right there. He literally gave back to that man. Officer Bob. And then you kind of never heard Wayne get into the race relationship. He just didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because a white man, while all the black cops were stepping over him, the white man saved Wayne's life. Oh, back when he shot himself. Yeah. And there was black officers there too. The black officers didn't care for him. Bob saved his goddamn life. And that's why he feel different about white folks, because a lot of us, we came up with that white folks is the enemy and all that shit right there. And I can kind of understand it from back in the days and all that stuff right there, to where a whole bunch of white folks, they really was the problem. But in a whole bunch of situations, if you ask people just on like a personal level without being around people, they have been helped by white folks. And they don't feel that way until they get around black people, and then they go to talking that shit. Yeah. White folks ain't nothing, but you remove them from around black folks and you talk to them individually, they'll tell you, man, I really ain't got no goddamn people. Them white folks ain't even bother me. You know what I'm saying? So the good news was he beat the case. Well, he was not convicted on the main thing. See, we don't care about a little trafficking. No, it's not trafficking. We don't care that much about the transportation and engagement in prostitution. We do care about it because it's still a felony and he can still do time for it. But the racketeering and the sex trafficking, that was like the biggest one. So he beat those. I get up today and I'm looking over some stuff, and I keep seeing denies. Who deny what? So they ain't finna let him go? Bitch, the judge done denied bail. Yeah. In case y'all didn't know, the judge denied bail. He ain't coming home. Like I done said, if you got him, let him go. They not letting him go because of the judge and because of Cassie.
News: the judge in the Sean Diddy Combs trial has just rather shockingly denied him bail. This, of course, coming after the news that the jury convicted him of 2 of the lesser charges in the government's case against him, finding him not guilty of the 3 biggest and most consequential charges. Do we have...
Hold on. Let me stop right there. Shout out to our Dodger Trap. Say it ain't nothing but a little petty little $10 for the premium passer. Now listen, I didn't know that there was a charge for the premium, and I didn't know that it was $10. That's what's up. I appreciate that right there. I truly did not know. I got to look into, like, can you set it, or is it just sat at that price? But I appreciate that right there, and for letting me know. Here we go.
Elizabeth Wagmeister, yeah? Okay, so let's get straight to CNN's Elizabeth Wagmeister, who's outside the court, along with Laura Coates. Laura, this is a surprising development. What are we learning? What are the judge's reasons for not letting him out?
Well, we are still learning all the reasons why the judge has denied bail to Sean Diddy Combs pending his sentencing. That could be an indication of a number of things. Remember, the prosecution is intending to ask for jail time in this matter. Each of those charges could provide 10 years in prison. The sentencing guidelines will obviously dictate to what extent that will be followed. Those are the maximum. It is the ceiling, not the floor. But given the number of offenses he has failed to have in the past and the corresponding ways in which you judge someone's category that they're in for the ultimate decision of sentencing, it could be far less than that. I will say, of course, that the judge, by making this statement, essentially is giving a bit of a heads up
You got a good point right there. You said the judge must think that he's a threat to the community or something. Got a good one.
That perhaps
Good
jail
one.
time is in fact what he will actually hand down to Sean Diddy Combs when the sentencing does in fact occur. I will also say that this indicates that the judge believed that there were no conditions of release that could have been met that would have satisfied the court in terms of whatever pending threat there may have been to society or the witnesses or victims in this case, as alleged, and that the conditions of release, including a passport being removed, no access to a flight, living in places other than New York, all these things could have been a part of it. You have additional information as well in terms of the why.
You know, we don't have the why quite yet. We are waiting from our team inside the courtroom. But when you said that part of the reason why could be that the judge perhaps believes that Combs could be a threat to society or the other witnesses, it reminded me of a letter that Cassie Ventura's attorney submitted just hours ago opposing him being released on bail. Jake, I want to read you a quote from his letter. It says, quote, Ms. Ventura believes that Mr. Combs is likely to pose a danger to the victims who testified in this case, including herself, as well as to the community. Now, before this...
He posed a threat to the people who testified. And he posed a threat to people in the community. So you mean to tell me that if he wanted to do something to the people that he couldn't do it from behind bars? And you mean to tell me that somebody who just beat the main accusations is going to put himself in a situation at this time to hurt someone or do something to someone? That's what they saying?
Trial began, Laura, we remember that there were 3 attempts at bail from Combs's defense, all of which were denied by 3 different judges, one of them being the judge who is overseeing this case. Now, part of the reasons why the prosecution had alleged that he was tampering with witnesses, that he was trying to manipulate witnesses from behind bars, the prosecution had said at one point that Sean Combs was paying inmates at the MDC to use their phones in jail. So
he was paying, they said he was paying inmates, that's an accusation. He was paying inmates to use their phones. Think about it. If they believe that that is true, I want y'all to think about it. If they believe that that is true, that he was paying inmates to use their phone behind bars, like I just said, then why wouldn't he pay somebody to do something to the people who hadn't testified from behind bars? If they believe that he did something behind bars and had communication with the outside, he could not put out hits from behind bars. So to let him go, it's... So y'all gonna leave him in jail with the belief that he's a threat. Got it. But he can accomplish the threat from behind bars if you believe that.
that was one of the reasons why the judge denied bail before the trial, as he was awaiting this trial. But again, we don't know the reasons yet.
A perfect segue here, Jake, as well, because we're learning that the judge says this on the bench, essentially that he had denied bail when it wasn't mandatory before the trial, and, quote, sees no reason to reach the opposite conclusion now. He's also quoting the defense at different instances when Combs' own lawyers acknowledged his violence towards his former girlfriends during the trial, saying at trial the defense conceded defendant's violence in personal relationships, saying it happened in relation to Cassie Ventura and Jane. This is very important because remember...
Yeah, it's very important that his own lawyer said that, yes, he was using their word violent towards Cassie. It's on tape. You can't deny it. But they're not in relationships anymore. They haven't been in a relationship in what, 10, 12 years, something like that? Huh? You see what they just did? Because of his lawyer said that he was violent. It's on tape.
Defendant's violence in personal relationships, saying...
Yes, in personal relationships. He don't have those relationships with them people no more.
happened in relation to Cassie Ventura and Jane. This is very important because remember, one of the things that was said in the opening statement by Tenny Garagos is that they own the violence, that they admitted to what was seen in that now infamous exclusive video obtained by CNN for the
You got no choice but to own up to the violence. It's on tape, we saw it.
Continental Hotel, where there was a savage assault against Cassie Ventura. And of course the defense and the prosecution during trial said, well, domestic violence is not a defense of sex trafficking. Well, he wasn't convicted on that, but you can better believe that the notice from Cassie's attorney and others probably weighed very heavily on this judge's mind.
And Elizabeth, you spoke with Cassie.
That's a good point right there, right? You say, isn't that, let me just jumped on me. I think it said, isn't the bigger problem that the inmates got cell phones in prison? You would think, right? You would think. Not that, oh, he was paying other inmates to use their phones, and so they just got their own little plans, huh? That's what's up.
His attorney.
Hell, but they need to have phones. I don't, not saying that they need to have phones, but if you can make phone calls from, because they can't record. That's the difference. Okay.
We're going to bring
and they lose money. They lose money. If the inmates is not using the prison phones, the prison loses money because they can't charge for calls. Got it.
Some of that interview later in the show. But it has to be pretty difficult for someone like Cassie, who came forward to tell her story, to tell it in such a graphic and revealing and vulnerable way.
Yeah, boy, she was saying something. Boy, she was deep-throating and multiple skeets on, they skeeting in her mouth, and I think they was said that players with orgasm in her mouth, and she'll go in the other room and let it drip on Diddy's nipples, stuff like that. That shit. Listen, I can have it wrong. Somebody please correct me. But it was something like that because I hadn't heard so much. But go ahead.
And then have a jury of her peers.
Yeah, Cass ain't no damn peers.
Basically say, we don't believe.
Oh, let me bag it up right here. He's saying something.
Story. To tell it in such a graphic and revealing and vulnerable way, and then have a jury of her peers basically say, we don't believe you beyond a reasonable doubt.
Facts. Truth be told, so many people don't believe that she was a victim. The only thing that they is sympathetic to is watching the video of him show how much that he loved her. But all of the he forced me to do all it. Even women don't believe that.
How much should good car insurance?
Oh, good car insurance should be cheap. In my mind, it's ridiculous. Much as I pay for car insurance. Go.
Yes, Jay, so I know that we are going to get more of this interview a bit later in the show, but I will tell you that her attorney, Douglas Wigdor, did tell me that he believes that the jury actually did believe Cassie and did believe her core allegations, just that the burden is very high for these federal crimes, and that he believes that the jury ultimately did not see a way to meet this charge because, again, that the jury did not believe that the prosecutors met their burden of proof, but that he does believe that Cassie was believed. He also said that Cassie's very proud of herself. This was traumatic.
She's very proud of herself. You're damn right she should be proud of herself. First you got, what? You said it was $20 million? She got $20 million from Puffy, allegedly. She had then got a real big payday before the trial even started. And ain't she writing a book, or did she write the book? And I'm pretty sure that she's going to do a movie, and she's going to possibly, write a book and all that fly stuff. Hell, she pregnant right now, and she's the mother of two. She's the mother of two and pregnant right now. That baby finna continue to eat. You know what I'm saying? So, hell yeah, she proud. She's great. Shout out to T. Lee for the $5 super chat. He say he was never on trial for her, and we very much believe her. That's what's up. We believe
that it was also cathartic. She can now move on. We know that she is a mother of three, a newborn at home. She was 8 months pregnant, testifying in...
She's a mother of three with a newborn at home, and she's 8 months pregnant now. We've been to have 4 kids real quick.
Trial had her third child shortly after she got off the stand, so she's really focused on family.
Oh, so she was pregnant and she was a mother of 3, so she done had the baby when she got off the stand after she told the nastiest shit. Well, a lot of you all would call it nasty. I would just call it having a good time out here. But they was doing some strange things. They was analing and mouthing and go ahead.
Her attorney told me that she has a great support system, not just her family, but also she is in therapy.
Yeah, she in therapy with over $20 million. Yeah.
She has great resources now, and
yes. You got millions. You got great resources.
Said you never heal from this. It'll take a lifetime to heal, but she's well into that process. So it sounds like she is doing okay. Her attorney actually told me, don't worry about Cassie.
Yeah, y'all don't worry about that baby who is now filthy, rich. He said the news is speculating at this point about the judge's reasons for denying bail. Just want to be clickbait. You got a point right there because they still did not give us a accurate reason for denying bail. But we finna move it to something else. We finna because listen, it's not all about the news. Well, it's about the news, but not all about the mainstream news. It's about the population. It's about us too. It's about us out here in these streets because dog you folk, boy, we something. I promise you. Hold on. I'm finna go to Instagram. We just finna do some Instagram shit. Oh, you people. You people is something else. Let me go and put this up on the screen for you. And as y'all come on in and y'all go ahead and hit the thumbs up, but we should have been over 200. By now it's 53. It's 53 past the hour. Help a player out. Christianity Combs breaks into celebration or a celebratory dance and push-ups following Diddy's verdict. Now, this is daddy. His dad is innocent. Watch this, y'all. I don't know if this is his daughter and this is his son or this is his son and his little lala. Don't know. I don't know if they together, like is they siblings or they together. You see, I could do a lot of healing with 20 million. Me too. Let me get the sound down, man, because they just playing mess. They playing some stuff to where I may have to remove it out. Damn it, what is that? That boy legit like Diddy. That boy legit like he got that daddy. Look at these fools outside of the courthouse. We doing push-ups. He just like he there daddy. He just like he got there daddy. What? I don't know. Is this his sister? That may be Hilalala. That may be Hilalala. He got him one out there though. He got him one out there. Oh, Darky Hugh folk, man. Listen, no. I know that we be celebrating, and again, a lot of time we be celebrating early. And it's kind of glad why I didn't do it yesterday because I was like, okay. It's just dropping, so I want to see what else. What else is gonna come after this right here? So we got. I don't know who this buddy is, but they is outside of the courtroom with baby oil. Girl, don't let your stuff come out. Please.
I don't know what she's gonna do, y'all.
Thank you. She said, I don't know what she's going to do because she's also screaming live. Don't let these breasts pop out. Good. They cut her ass off. Whew, appreciate that right there because I didn't need this type of, you know what I'm saying? You say real jail shit for real, though. I can't. Well, let's see. And they spraying baby oil on themselves. He said, this remind me of the episode of The Boondocks. He said, Diddy supporters. He said, so many productive things you could be doing with your time. Shaking my head. You say unemployed behavior. The CIA is on paid vacation. That's what's up. You say out here embarrassing their family members. Facts. Ashamed of nothing, offended by everything. Got a great point. Shout out to what we... This thing is shifting. This thing is shifting with Dog You people, and I am really, really liking it. We is not all fools out here no more. You know what I'm saying? We not all stupid, well, out loud anymore. Hashtag black fatigue. Here we go. We ain't done. Who is this fool? Can't take y'all serious, dog. You say out there is a whole freak off community. Got to be more careful. I don't know who these dudes is. Say this the gift that keep on giving. Got to be more careful. Armand Wiggins. The dude with the hat is Armand. Who is it? But what does he do? Is he like an actor or something? Shout out to the posters that they putting up. Like, y'all some damn fools. Look at him. Like, God, be more careful. Yeah, he say all them fools is clout chasing now. I can believe that right there. All them people, they out there with their cameras, they trying to get their numbers up. As you should. Get your numbers up. Oh, no. I don't even want to play Shawty because maybe this person... well, this is a shade room, so I don't know if they'll show a breast or two. Shout out to G for the $2 super chat. He say none but cooning and buffooning out there. Facts. You say Armand is zesty. Oh, I can't play her. You say he's still not inviting you to the FO. Oh, that's the freak offs. You say this doesn't even deserve to be posted. Y'all so dumb. Y'all so dumb. That's what's up. So the Amar. So this is somebody writing to Buddy. He's literally the reason why a lot of us been able to keep up with the news coverage. Check him out on YouTube. Say he is amazing. We don't care nothing about it. He acting like an ass right now, but it is what it is. Maybe this is his stick or something. Say the gay community, freak off community. That's what's up. You say, if you follow yada yada yada, and then you know this isn't him celebrating Diddy release. It's about how great his trial coverage was, and when he described the way Diddy would say more oil, it's hilarious. So this is not him celebrate. Oh my God. He said they about to have a Diddy oil party coming soon. Listen. This person saying this isn't him celebrating Diddy release. It's about how great his trial coverage was. How can we call the trial coverage great if we didn't get to see it? Huh? Like every other trial that is not publicized, we get what is given. We get what is literally like given through mainstream. Well, there was a lot of non-mainstream people who was allowed to be inside of the courtroom, right? So he was probably inside of the courtroom. All right. But why would you celebrate that? And why would you celebrate it on the day that the verdict comes out? He said, answer this, Willie. Do they know, do they not know that there are many more famous and not famous men and women having freak out? Yeah, man, look. Us, we got to get it together. us. We got to get it together. And you know what's crazy? A lot of people in the beginning, they was coming out saying, freak offs, They were having freak offs until a lot of people just had to say, that's just regular sex. What y'all talking about? People out here going to swinger parties, and people is shocked and upset that a really, really rich man was doing the same thing that y'all do when y'all broke. It's kind of strange to me.
Etiquette that is happening in
Y'all are fucking wildin'.
Say, nah, we have trains. I don't want no pause of a freak off. But I'm just saying, like, listen. It's just a whole bunch of people just having sex. It's just a whole bunch of people having sex. Orgies. Orgies been going on forever. It just may possibly have not been as much baby oil used, but this has been going on for a very, very long time. But I did.
the courtroom. No one said, I kid you not, people are pouring baby oil on one another outside this courthouse. Baby oil having a very big play in the freak-offs we heard about. You had people saying it's not Rico, it's Frico. You got applause coming when the mother of Sean Diddy Combs, Miss Janice, got out of the vehicle just a few moments ago, really, behind us and walked inside to elated cheers and her greeting the crowd. Every time the family, the children, the 6 adult children come in, 3 boys and 3 girls, they are met by cheers, and also at times throughout the course of trial, met by scathing and disrespectful comments as well, a lot of profanity. But etiquette that is happening inside of a courtroom, no one said, I can't.
Shout out to all the people who supported Puffy. Do y'all understand this right here too? What is the people? Listen, because y'all know Puffy was not supported by a lot of people. A lot of those people who were supposed to be his friends and people who were down with him, silent. Didn't say nothing. Bagged away. No type of support. Now, if he was to get out, and I still don't think that he's going to get out. I don't think that he's going to get out. I think for those other charges that they is going to give him the max. Because they could not get him on what they wanted to get him on, they're going to give him the max of what he was found guilty on. I can almost promise you that right there. The only good thing, if they give him 10, he done already done 2. You know what I'm saying? I think he already done 2. Is it? Has he been in jail for 2 years? I don't even much know. Or maybe it was 1. You say, well, I know you want to laugh out loud of the ignorance from blacks. Yes. But you were just trying to be professional right there. Trying to be professional. Hold on. Let me go ahead on and put a player up here. Let's see what the player gonna say.
Man, I'm so glad Diddy free, bro. You know, the reason is because I'm tired of seeing us black moguls get took down like that, bro.
Me too, dog.
And I'm tired of seeing us black people go against us black moguls like that. And I feel like if Diddy was a white man who done all this shit for people, you know, I know he ain't paid people, but if he done all this shit for hip-hop, if he was white, they would have had so many white people out there protesting for this man.
He might got a point. Oh, so he been down since October. Oh, all right. So, you know, that's credit time served. But
losing his life behind a relationship, you know.
Yep. Behind a relationship that is 10 years old. It's crazy.
And people always, Boosie was on Diddy's side. Nah, it ain't that. It's because I'm thinking about 7 children. Y'all thinking about one person. I'm thinking about these 7 kids who been in my kids' position. Man, I'm so glad Diddy free, bro. If your daddy gonna come home or not is a burden on the child, bro. So all y'all was like, no, I'm thinking about them damn cheering, man. So man, I'm glad he free, bro. You know, like I've been said, I don't feel he was guilty of nothing. You know, nothing but domestic violence. You know, but the court spoke, man, and man, I'm happy that dude children, man. I know his feeling right now, man.
I was reading this right here. They say, can we stop making everything about him being a black man? They say, there's plenty of black men who don't beat women. Diddy bought this on himself, and the chips fell where they did. He's not a victim by any stretch of the imagination. Is he not a victim for real, though? So he only been down for 9 months? All right. Say, Boosie, you need your insulin. Sit down, bro. Got to be more careful. He got diabetes. He's working on it. Hell, for the amount of money that he got, he should have been done already cured it. But anyway, yeah. Cassie ain't no victim. Everybody gonna say, Diddy is not a victim. They went after him in a RICO case. RICO case? Wasn't that wrong? Racketeering? Hold on. RICO. A RICO charge refers to an accusation under the Racketeering, Influence, and Corrupt Organization Act. What organization was corrupt that he was a part of? The RICOs was supposed to be like for gangsters and gangs, wasn't it? Just in my mind.
I'm just happy for them children, man. So.
Yeah, he was not a part of an organization. Like the YSL trial, I understood why they did the RICO, because they was an organization and a record label. You know, it was a lot of them. Crazy.
You know, Diddy sit your ass down for that's what you need to do. Grab Stevie J in your chair and get the fuck on. If your daddy going
next, who is this right here? You say my son inner general or something. Boy, 50 just be wild. You say Diddy beat the feds. That boy bad man. Beat the RICO. He the gay John. Got it. Oh, Jesus.
Cassidy Ventura. So that is obviously Cassidy Ventura. So that is obviously an enormous win.
Oh my God.
The jury did not
guilty on Cassie, not guilty on RICO. No way that Jane is going to be guilty.
Not guilty on Cassie. I like that.
Oh, this makes me physically ill.
How you physically ill, bitch? You shut up.
You already beat.
Hold on. Just be talking.
Sure.
And, you know, the prosecution strategy with showing that video, or with knowing that video was going to be shown to the jury, was, well, domestic abuse.
Wolf is silent.
Said, look, domestic abuse happened, but
Wolf is silent.
Right.
There was no racketeering, and it seems like the jury...
If we're talking about count 2 here, the forcible sex trafficking of Cassie Ventura, that means the jury has concluded there was
Cassie probably feels so horrible.
Coercion involved in that. It could still...
Do y'all really think that Cassie feels horrible? Do people really think? Hell, she might do. I don't think so, though.
Ronnie.
Yes, a person
I'm gonna
was moved
vomit.
across state lines.
He's gonna throw up because he's not guilty. Y'all better start listening to these women.
For the personal purpose of prostitution of Cassidy Ventura. So that is
too much.
Sex trafficking of Cassie. He beat. Transportation. I told you. He got that one, but he be fine. He be out in a couple months. He be straight. Oh, we back on road, chat. We back on road, chat. We back on road. Yo, Cassie, get the fuck on out of here, Cassie. Get the fuck on out.
Oh, academics wild out here. Damn it. The verdict is being read, and the jury found Diddy not guilty on almost all. That's what some say. Diddy found not guilty. They wildin'. They wild out here in these streets. Hell. Shout out to the people who had no stood by him though. Shout out to the people who were saying some good things out here, which was a small amount of people. And I'm talking about people with names. Shout out to the people who with names, who was like, this is some BS, and I don't think that such and such and such is gonna happen. Because a lot of people, they did not want to say anything, which I guess is kind of understandable because they did not know where the feds was gonna go with this right here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the one person who was saying some stuff, who was not afraid to say some stuff, and shout out to Ray J. This thing say they should let Puffy out right now. That's what Ray J finna say. Ray J look like a grown man now. Ray J look like a grown man, cause like we watch Ray J grow up and stuff like that. Ray J like a grown man. Speak on it, pimp.
That this verdict or lack of a guilty verdict may continue a culture that you're concerned about.
Absolutely. I look at all the other young entrepreneurs. I look at other people in other genres of, business, and they don't have the same kind of publicity. And a lot of people at the top, when you get mad, you make a statement. And this is what it was. I know everybody sees that, and honestly, like, if I really had a crazy big sponsor, or I was backed by this, this sponsor that had, an agenda, then there were certain things I could or couldn't say or do. And so, you do wrong, well, look at what happens. Even now, I mean, they should let Puffy out now. I mean, to have him guilty of that, not that, but this, still shows a W in certain areas of this whole thing, because he could still get 3 years, 10 years. You just don't know. I feel like time served is enough. But who knows,
Yeah, he can get 3 years or 10 years. I think that they're going to give him the max. It's just something in me just saying that.
Could be a curveball, and now he's doing 10 flat, and then Trump would have to pardon him. So it's
imagine that. Imagine that, and Trump got 3 more years left. Imagine if he get the 10, right, or if he get like a long period of time to where and Trump about to leave office, and he pardoned Diddy. That shit gonna be. And listen, I believe that he would do it. Just so y'all can have something to say.
It's a celebration. I see everybody saying it's a celebration, but at the same time, how? When he's not out yet, and then the last 2 counts.
That's a funny looking picture right there, Puffy. But I do understand that was back in the late '90s or something like that. That kind of looks sus right there. Shout out to G for the $2 super chat. He said, "Remember now, Ray J got booty goons." No,
are still super bogus. If this was a domestic violence case, it'd be a problem, because that's what this was.
Right.
But federal and exposing all of the private things that people do in their own homes with people, for the girls, which much love to all of them, for them to be able to go home at night, come back, say I want a job, like, that's not what that was.
That's not what that was. You say, Willie, he is not getting the max. The max is 20 years for the 2 he was guilty of. Well, no, well, I was just speaking on one. Because of count 3 and count 5 was the same thing. The transportation to engage in prostitution. So since they were the same thing, I guess he can get the max or the minimum on each count. So I am saying I think that he's gonna get 10 years. I think that they're going to give him 10. So it's not the max on both. So let's say half on both. You know what I'm saying? Which equal up 10 years. Here we go.
That's not what he's accused of. It was bad, but it's not that. And so it's scary, because what's next? I know what's next. What's next? But when the wave comes, it's coming. The waves are coming, and it's scary. I'm literally, just trying to make sure that what we do is on a positive note. Like, we don't want no problems.
We don't want no problem. He said this was bigger than Diddy. If he was found guilty on RICO, then they would have gone into charging all the black basketball, football, and celebrities that fly in those Instagram models. You can have a point right there. You could literally have a point if he was found guilty on that shit. Yeah.
But everybody got to stand up for something, or you'll fall for anything. Like
Facts.
that picture right there. Like, what? Did he do that in the courtroom? Like, go down on his knees and bend down all under the table like that? Like,
wait, stop. My bad. Let me take that back. He was guilty of the transportation to engage in prostitution. So they still should be able to go after the other celebrities. I do understand, like the RICO. The RICO would make it even easier, but they can go after the celebrities because they found him guilty of transportation and engaging in prostitution. So I don't know. Listen to what Ray J is pointing out right here. Something that I said earlier.
Like that picture right there. Like, what? Did he do that in the courtroom? Like, go down on his knees and bend down all under the table like that? Like, I'm confused on what that is right there, because I'm like,
That's
I
what
know
that
they
is.
usually, like, do artwork.
That's why it's so stupid that we don't have cameras in the courtroom.
Facts.
We got to rely on these stupid chalk drawings to understand things. That we've reached a point in I think our cultural development where people want transparency and access, and that's why I was interested in your take, because you said, look, there are parts of the culture that Diddy participated in, that he may represent, that you don't like and you think needs to change. Do you think the fact that he walked on the serious charges will make it more likely that that culture of abusing young artists may continue?
I just think that we need mentorship. I think everything continues.
We need
it
that
gets
as a
worse
program.
until, we create mentorship programs for all of the youth, whether you're in the entertainment or not, to try to control yourself. As you rise to the top, how do you control yourself when you're making money, when you're able to help people, but instead you hurt people? Like, where are the courses for these kind of things?
We need that as a program.
We don't have them. A lot of our mentors that we look up to maybe not have the time or don't see the villains as worth their while. They don't think that the turned up villains are worth their while, but
I got it, and I appreciate your guidance during this process.
What's up?
And you being kind of a Virgil for us, of talking to us about a world that many only hear about, but they never live in. Thank you, and thank you for being with me tonight.
Thank you. I hate that picture under the table.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Me too. We should have had cameras in there, and then we wouldn't have had to be looking at this stuff in the first place. No disrespect to the artist, but yeah, that's what he did. He went under the table because he was thrown by the decision. Anyway, Ray J, I'll talk to you.
That's a damn shame that we couldn't see that in real time. Como, he is looking young. He is looking young with his gray hair and all that fly shit, but he does look healthy. He looks real healthy, real young. But yeah. So this is what's going on. You say Ray J voice tell me his trunk is loose. What? You say his trunk loose? You wild with that right now. You say, why do Ray J got a 1975 corn mustache? Corn, but without the P. Got it. But Ray J looks real adultish. Real, I guess y'all would say, like, mature. I'm not saying that he didn't look mature like in the past, but he looks television ready. That's what's up. I guess that's what I'm finna do. Say that's what's up. But shout out to Ray J, because Ray J been outwardly speaking outwardly about this whole situation for a long time. He didn't just start like a whole bunch of these other. Watch how many celebrities speak up now. And I hope when Diddy get out, Diddy need to go out on and cut an album. Find a way to be able to produce R. Kelly. You got to listen to me. Listen. Find a way to record a whole album. Well, hell, they did say that Kelly had done recorded a whole album, but he need to go ahead on and link up with Kels. He need to link up with Kels. Listen. Ooh, that'll be a real album right there. Diddy and Kelly do a whole album, man? Yes, Mary J been ultra quiet. Listen, the people who was closest to him was quiet. You say, Willie, somebody said that Meek will be toot up and ready for Diddy. Got to be more careful. You say, so it's against the law to transport prostitutes, but not against the law to prostitute. That's what I'm talking about. You like that right there. Damn it, you don't point that there. You point. Listen, they will not arrest the prostitutes. They always go after the so-called Johns. This is crazy. They will let a bitch prostitute, but you just can't transport a bitch that wants to be transported. This is just stupid. I don't understand. So, ladies, I want y'all to understand this right here too. Like I've been trying to tell the players, if they flying y'all out, that's a felony. If they give you a few dollars afterwards and stuff. Hell, if they give you a few dollars before y'all smash or play tackle. You know what I'm saying? Y'all is prostitutes. I know a lot of y'all don't think that y'all is whores. But y'all whores. Typically, if a man smashes you and he give you, or if y'all have sex and he give you a few dollars, that was transactional. You just prostituted. You say, Willie, it is preferred to as escorts. There you go. Mm-hmm. You say the album name gonna be slippery when wet. Got to be more careful. Yes. So for all you simps, stop flying these hoes out. For real though. Because y'all is building the case. Y'all is building cases and putting cases on yourselves. No. You building your own case. And don't even know it because you think that it's just some innocent goddamn. I can't fly a bitch out. No. It ain't just you can't fly a bitch out. First of all, you shouldn't be flying a bitch out, but you can do what you want to do. I get that right there. Because you might see some that look better in Cali than it does in Texas or in like Chicago or in Maine or something. I kind of get like if you like in Vermont or some shit and damn it, you got to transport something from the ATM. Well, hell, no. You might pick up the wrong goddamn thing. You might buy a plane ticket for the wrong type of person that you're interested in. So you may have to go to like Virginia or something like that. Is it any baddies like in Maine or Vermont, New Hampshire and shit like that right there? Is it like up like in the East Coast? I don't know. So all you married men, you married to hoes. Yes. Listen. Ladies, I know that y'all don't like to be classified as hoes. But if he buying you stuff and he smashing, that's a whore transaction. It just is. That's a pimp hoe transaction, right? No, Willie, that's a match. All right. The only ones that's not a pimp hoe transaction, well, hell, it can still be, but it can be in reverse because a lot of y'all ladies is married to dudes who y'all take care of financially. So when you smashing him and you give him a few dollars to go to like to the pool hall and shit like that right there, you know what I'm saying? To go out and ride dirt bikes and stuff. He's the hoe and use the pimp. It's just, it's just here what it is. A lot of y'all seriously don't think that y'all have been hoeing in your past and you're continuing in your whoreship now. There's so many women who say that they would not be with a broke man. So many women who are saying that they would not go 50-50. There's so many women who say if he don't pay the bills, he can't holler at you. Some stupid shit like that right there. That means that you is prostituting. If he don't have any money, which I don't blame you, but if he can't pay for shit and pay for your hair and your nails done, if he can't do that stuff right there, then you ain't going. Well, fine, then it's still prostitution. You can get mad at the words. Okay, let's not use prostitution. Let's use that earlier word, escorts. Or you just escorting. You're just an entertainer. Got it. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much hold you. Let's go on around and down here to Volusia County, Florida. My state, staying ground state, plus a bitch go home state. Please don't run up. We in Fifth Eye Life Stay. He say, Willie, it's so many doing it for a 4-for-4 from Wendy's. I'm trying to tell you. And they get full and stuff, and they got kids. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you players who listen. Is it really simping though? Watch. Is it simping to buy a bitch a 4-for-4 though? Now, because we do take the word simping too far sometimes. A lot of people just say, if you feed a bitch, you're simping. And I'm like, I don't want a bitch around me hungry. Or if a chick is around me hungry, I don't see a problem with me paying for some damn food because I was hungry too anyway. You know what I'm saying? Listen, watch this. We would call buying food for a woman simping, right? We don't ever, I've never heard this, and I just thought about it right this moment. Well, I thought about it in the past, but I never said it. But if you buying essential products, you're not a simp. I'm gonna say that there again. People say that men be simping just off of buying a woman a meal. You simping. I understand some of that right there depends on how much the meal costs. I get that part. But we never say buying a bitch some reefer, some cocaine, some heroin, some meth, some perk 30s, Hennessy, some ENJs, some Coronas, some Michelob Lights. We never call a man a simp. But you still spend money on it though, right? Yeah, but Willie, there's a difference in food and about to get some action started. Because typically food don't get action started. Food gets bloat and air in your system and have you pulling the shit. You know what I'm saying? Which it typically don't get you close to hunching. Essential products, on the other hand, that's some good dollar spent. You know what I'm saying? You say, Willie, a 4-for-4 saves money because you're not paying a $37.50. You got a point. Mm-hmm. You say, men buy, yes. Men buy women drinks every week. And I really don't understand that. I've never bought a woman a drink. And I'm over 40 and fine. Listen, I have never, I want y'all to understand. I have went to clubs with chicks and I've bought like her a drink, you know, or both of them a drink. Because I went to the club, I took them to the club. That's the difference. I'm not talking about that right there. I'm talking about being in the club and you see something that you like or something like that. Hey, what y'all drinking? What y'all drinking right there, girls? All 4, 5 of them. What y'all get paid. I got them. I ain't never saw one chick. Yes. What are you drinking? I'm drinking. I ain't never did that. So literally, I've never bought a woman a drink that I didn't come to the club with. Well, let me be specific. I've never went to the club by myself and bought a chick a drink. Ever. I don't even much be understanding that right there. Bitch, you work or you don't work. Because when I go to the bar, I bought money here for me. I didn't bring no money for no bitch. I've never understood that. I have bought bottles in the clubs. But I'm chilling with the boys. I ain't never bought no bottle for girls. Like I've never bought bottles and there was girls that just gonna sit up here and drink my goddamn liquor. I ain't never did that right there. My partners can do it because they gonna buy bottles too. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing. I'm gonna buy a bottle, my other partner gonna buy a bottle, and he gonna buy a bottle. Hell, I don't roll with people who couldn't buy bottles if they wanted to buy a bottle. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy to me. Oh, buying the old drink. You buying adult drinks that probably, hell, that got degrees and good jobs, or my bad, good careers. You buying drinks for them? I don't need much play like that right there. I wouldn't buy a raggedy broke bitch nothing. So I'm not finna by a so-called classy looking, degree having, I don't know, goddamn dress. For what? For what? It probably don't even know how to handle her liquor. She ain't buying no goddamn drink. moving right along. Damn it, we got sidetracked. Thinking about baby oil parties and shit. You know what I'm saying? Say, okay, Willie, you ain't never. Facts. You say, buy some E&J and gin, we can get it cracking. Facts. That's what I'm talking about. Let's wrestle a little bit. We got 28 arrested. We jumped from buying chicks liquors and 28 arrested. That is kind of what can happen when you buy chick liquor. We get arrested. But anyway, 28 arrested in Florida biker gangs. They out here thumping. Oh, we got them on tape. Oh, we got them on camera. Don't even worry about it. They out here swinging them things and knocking over Harleys and shit. Jesus, somebody need to do some real time. Oh, they had a shootout at a gas station. Here we go. They for real, though. They ain't playing. Watch out. Oh, they shooting.
This violent biker gang brawl turned shooting during Bike Week this year landed more than 24 alleged gang members in handcuffs today. It was all part of Operation Mongolian Beef.
The FBI raided the clubhouse of the Mongols biker gang in Volusia County. Fox 35's Chris Lindsay joins us live from the sheriff's office. Chris, the FBI and SWAT team also showed up to some of the gang members' homes.
What?
Yes, they showed up early this morning. Now, when this incident first happened back in March, there was only one arrest made. But as we learned today, that was only the beginning.
Punches thrown, shots fired. And bystanders scrambling for cover.
Bullets were flying, innocent people were there, children. Busy day.
Nearly 4 months after this brawl outside of a gas station in New Smyrna Beach.
That we are not going to tolerate violence, and in particular gang violence.
That's right. We don't tolerate none. Shout out to Laughing at Other People for the $1 super chat. Appreciate that right there. Here we go.
30 biker gang members are in custody from all over the state.
Put all the motorcycle gangs on notice. If you come here and you show, we're going to show ours.
If you come here and you show your ass, we going to show ours. I like them. I thought that he had them retired though, but go ahead though, pimp. Keep pimping.
Notice, if you come here and you show, we're going to show ours.
New Smyrna Beach police were joined by the FBI, Volusia County Sheriff's Office, and a few other agencies for Operation Mongolian Beef.
Look, got a player out there in his draws, dog. They don't give a damn. Let the player put on some shots. Let her put on some shots. It's a real life son of anarchy.
Operation Mongolian Beef, looking into this brawl between two groups known as the Mongols and the Warlocks.
You see the Warlocks, they make a phone call, and the clubhouse is only, 3 miles up the road? You'll see the Mongols start to come in droves now. And look at the clock. We started this at 11:20. Yeah. In 13 minutes, you start to see all of these Mongols pulling in again.
During the March 8th scuffle, 2 bikers were shot.
Eventually, we're able to identify 7 people that are armed, 4 people who shot. 3 of those 4 people that shot were involved in a shooting last year in Titusville.
In this operation, over a dozen search warrants executed in multiple states. A total of 28 people are behind bars, with 3 others still wanted.
Can you imagine what it would be like to be filling your car up with gas or taking your grandkids by the hand and walking them into a gas station and all of a sudden fighting and then gunfire erupts?
The bikers to be charged with aggravated rioting, which is a second-degree felony.
Ain't nobody black had nothing to do with these right here. Goddamn thugs out here. Hashtag no daddies. Go ahead.
The sheriff says the investigation is far from over. They'll continue combing through footage and reviewing other evidence, and there possibly could be other charges on the way. Reporting live in Volusia County, Chris Lindsay.
Damn, boy, I like the Hugh brothers out here acting a plumb fool. Acting a fool. Can't even take him to church. What was they fighting over? I would love to know what they fight. Is they doing like the territorial thing? I don't colors and shit. I have no idea. Now listen, typically if you is in a biker gang, and you by over 30, because believe in me, they between 30 and 65. So they're fathers. They either father or stepdad or something like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them work down at the school board. A lot of them work down at the plant. You know what I'm saying? We got a few HVACers. You know, we got a few people with degrees and shit. We probably got some nurses in there. You know, probably got a few truck drivers or something. Come on now. What y'all fighting about, dog? A lot of y'all gonna lose y'all goddamn job out here trying to uphold the biker gang rules and regulations. Just stupid. Just stupid. But Willie, you don't know we'll fight for the right to ride bikes. Now I'm a two-wheeler my dog on self, but I ain't fighting about this shit. I don't. Guess that's why I ride by myself. For real though, they say, Willie, they got officers in their gang. Yes. Yes, a lot of biker gangs have police officers, law enforcement down with them. We gonna go for the gusto though. Goddamn. We gonna fight other gangs cause we mad at y'all. Yeah. Cause y'all bikes more up to date than our bikes or something. Y'all got too many Harleys. You know what I'm saying? Move right along. Let me go on and take y'all. I think that this is the Chi. This should be Chicago, cause y'all listen. Chicago be Chicagoing out here in these streets. Yeah. They roofers. Say most are overweight. Yes. Say we can imagine, we see it on Willie Williams News every day, for real. They say a lot of them is ex-military, special forces, and rangers. You got a good point right there, especially them ones that's out of California. The Wheels of Soul is a huge darker hue biker gang. Yes, the ones that's also what it is. We got some in Atlanta and Miami too. I can't think of their names right there. Riding. What is the Miami biker gangs? What is the biker gangs in Miami? Okay, so we got the Outlaws, the MCs. They got the Pagan MCs. Or I said it wrong. What are some biker organizations in Miami? Okay, bam. The Iron Legacy, the MC Miami, the Buffalo Soldiers, the motorcycle gangs, the Miami chapters, the Lease of the Saints, MCs. Now, where is the Last Breed from? Is it the Last Breed? Hell, the Hells Angels? Yes. They are in the West. Yes. The Renegades out of Atlanta. Yeah. It is a lot of biker gangs. It's a lot of biker gangs, and they got a lot of darker hue biker gangs. And they got that fire. Boys ain't playing out there, boy. Shout out to the biker gang. Shout out to the biker gangs. I'm down with all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Peace up. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. But anyway. Let me go ahead and take y'all on out here. Shout out to Rare Breed. I know some of the boys out there personally. That an incident that done transpired just out there in traffic and shit. And I don't know who did this right here, but somebody need to be fired. A man records a casket. A casket was left on the corner. A casket was left at the corner store.
Not the only thing getting attention. A casket spotted on a street corner is not something you see every day, but sure enough, it was there, stirring up a commotion in Orange Mound. Memphis police were even called in to check it out. WRG's Melissa Moon spoke with a man trying to get to the bottom of who left this unusual item behind.
I don't know if it's a prank or what, but this is nonsense. Someone get MPD up here at Speeders Corner.
Keith Leishman live on Facebook Monday trying to make sense, he says, of one of the strangest things he's ever seen.
Wow.
A casket in the parking lot of the Speedy Corner store at Park and Grand in Orange Mound.
I don't know if it's a joke, prank. I don't know if a bot in this thing.
He wanted to know who left it there and why.
I was shocked that someone would put a casket on the corner of a public store.
I tell you, a player matching, a player matching.
In the historic community. And the crime is already up. And I was heartbroken.
Pictures of the
crime is already up in the community. So, so this may be like a wake-up call. This may be a wake-up call. Like if you see like a casket, it represents death. It represents funeral. It represents pictures on the T-shirts. And if the crime is up in that community, that could be for the people in the community to recognize this is where your little stupid ass gonna be. You out here playing games.
Alone casket shared all over Facebook. Someone even getting inside of it for a social media moment.
Somebody got inside the casket, man.
Leishman, an Orange Mound native with Stop the Kill and Cut the Beef, says with all the gun violence in the city, there's nothing funny about it.
Stop the killing, cut the beef. That's an initiative in the community. Black Lives Matter. You say it's not a laughing matter.
The gun violence in the city, there's nothing funny about it.
I don't think death is a laughing matter. And young men, you don't have to rush your date, man. We all got a date, and we won't be late. I guarantee you that.
Police showed up at the store but didn't take a report. Leishman says he later learned someone hauling scrap ran out of room on his truck and left the casket behind.
Somebody was hauling scrap. Hauling scrap metal, in case y'all don't know, scrap metal, taking it on down there to the little spot to make it, a little change. He had to take the casket off, and he gonna come and get the casket when he circle back. Got him.
He says it's not just creepy, but disrespectful.
I don't think it's really disrespectful. I do think that we all have our opinions, but I don't think that it's disrespectful. This could be like a real wake-up call to show people, because a lot of you young people really don't know unless you go to like a funeral and you see like your mammy out there crying and stuff like that right there, and people that you don't know crying, and they done showed up at the little funerals and shit and don't even know buddy. They just want to be around there to BYOB and all that fly stuff. Yeah. Talking like they really know them dead. They don't be knowing nobody. Go ahead.
If he had room to get it to that location, he could have took it to another location.
That's a good point.
Not a public corner store.
That's a good point. Damn, that's a good point. If he had room to take it to the gas station, to the corner store, then he should have been able to go ahead on and take it on where he was trying to take the other stuff to. And he left it in front of the corner store. That's deep.
The casket was removed several hours later. For your news leader in Orange Mound, Melissa Moon.
Somebody could have used that goddamn casket though. But what do dog you people do? What do content creators do out here in the goddamn street, especially when you're trying to get your numbers up? Get in the casket. Fuck stupid. Hey, boy. I'm so glad that even though I love social media and I love the internet, I love it. Like, I love it because we didn't grow up with it. I'm glad, I'm proud. I'm proud to have grown up without it and to see it come to pass. I think I said that right. I was here before it was here. You know, I'm glad that I came up to where we had to talk to people face to face. I'm glad that we had to work on our chops and understand communication and all that stuff. I'm glad. I really am glad. Let me do this to see if there's an update about this right here. Hold on. Something didn't go right. Why is y'all showing me this? I don't want to see that. Damn it. Y'all go ahead on and hit the thumbs up. But is we even over 200 yet, man? Because we about to go ahead on and get on up out of here in about 15 minutes. In about 15 minutes, it's going to be 2 hours. Show enough. Shout out to Roman Rome for the $2 super chat. He said, I bet I bet there was no YNs in front of the store that day. You might got a point. The casket probably had them scared off the majority. That was 7 hours ago. This was 6 hours ago. He said 18. So they done changed the number. Oh, this is just at 2 different places. Oh, no. That was 7 hours. That was 7. So this is the same place. This is a club, and this is, hold on. I'm trying to get out on Wednesday night. So Wednesday night was last night. So we're going to go with this one. And I might just back up and do the other one. Maybe they're talking about the same thing. But let me go ahead on. Listen, boy. They were shooting last night. He say, YouTube, the closest thing I have to a social media. I'm feeling on that right now. I hear you. For real. I just appreciate growing up without this shit, dog. I promise you, because I have two different thought processes. I can function without it. And that's what give us people a leg up. That's what give us people who was born past 25 years a leg up. For real. Let's go and put it up on the screen real quick. Breaking news from last night. Got 18 people shot. Oh, in Chicago, 18 people shot, 4 dead. In River North Drive, late Wednesday night in Chicago. Now, y'all do know that the 4th is tomorrow. The 4th is mañana. We got to make bets. Y'all. We got to do something. We got to put our numbers up of the amount that we do believe that's going to get shot. But here we go. 18 shot, 4 dead.
Very own WGN Morning News.
All right, all that shit. Anyway.
Traumatized him.
Hold on.
Traumatized him. I'm just shook.
Breaking news in the River North area of downtown, where there's been a deadly mass shooting overnight. Good morning, I'm Brett Vickers.
And I'm Marcus Lashak. We want to get right to that story. Eric Rung is near the scene in Chicago and Franklin Street with more this morning. Eric?
Well, good morning. We just heard from the Chicago Police Department that tell us that 4 people have been killed, 14 injured. It's 2 men and 2 women among the dead. Now, this all happening around 11:30 outside of a nightclub called Art Is, as well as a Dunkin' Donuts. There was an album release party last night, so there was a large group of people that were leaving the club because it was closing. Now, according to police, a car pulled up, and at least one person got out and started firing into the crowd before racing out of here.
This is at an album release party. Go ahead.
I heard a lot of gunfire, and then and next thing you know is a whole bunch of police officers driving by fast, ambulance, fire and rescue.
Now, this is video that was posted to the Citizen app. It really gives you a good sense of the massive response from Chicago police. Once again, according to police, 4 people were killed here in this shooting. 14 others were injured when a car drove up and at least one person started opening fire. A worker at the club tells us that this was an album release party for a Chicago rapper named Mellow Bucks. The club was closing. There was a large group of people, as I said, outside when that car pulled up and started shooting into the crowd. We've learned the victims of the shooting were rushed to several different area hospitals. Some witnesses say police didn't even wait for the ambulance to get here and just started driving victims to the different hospital themselves. Many of those that were injured are in critical condition.
I was downstairs doing dishes when I heard all this ruckus. The first face that came downstairs, when I saw that face, I literally grabbed the phone. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I know faces. I know energy. Like, I can tell something's up. The minute I saw that face, I grabbed the phone. I'm the first one to call 911.
Now, once again, Chicago police just confirming here a short time ago that 4 people were killed, 14 others injured in this mass shooting here in River North overnight. For now, we are live in River North. I'm Eric Rung, WGN News.
Eric, thanks. We're going to continue to follow the latest on this mass shooting.
Got to back it up. I just wanted to point it out, and I was going to say something when I saw Buddy right here. When I saw this first one, he outside at the club at the album release party with a T-shirt on. He said, this story is wild. This story is wild. You're crazy. Look. We never, back in my day, We went to the club in suits and shit. No, we didn't. I ain't that goddamn old. But look. Buddy went out on a 4 more years with a 4 more years t-shirt with a hat to the back. At the club.
And then
we ain't dressed like that.
And next thing you know is a whole bunch of police officers driving by fast, ambulance, fire and rescue.
Now, this is video that was posted to the Citizen app. It really gives you a good sense of the massive response from Chicago police once again.
Okay, we got skinny jeans, black tank top, shoes too big. When y'all started wearing y'all shoes too big, you say that's the YN dress code. Look at this shit, parking lot pimping. Look at this shit too tight. When you can see the outlining of the things that's in your pocket, I think you got about 47 cents in this pocket right there. That motherfucker, listen, the shit's tight. Players, y'all pants should not sit on top of y'all shoes. Who's teaching y'all that? And they come in, they gripping, they nut hugging, they thigh hugging, calf hugging, ankle hugging. Oh my God, y'all just wrong.
According to police, 4 people were killed here.
Look at them bodies. Hold on. Hold on, little mama. I'm so sick of y'all out here with these little guts, with these big guts and still wearing shorts like this.
4 people were
right here
killed.
Baby, that body there is... I'm not fat shaming. I am watching the video shaming. Why you got on all this black with white shoes? You can do it, but I would think if you're going to wear all this damn black, you probably should have on some black shoes, but you could do you.
Here.
Her booty out. Baby, booty out, she got a BBL. Look. That baby got a BBL. She finna walk to the hospital. That little ugly purse though. I do understand that it's jean and she have on jeans with no top. That baby got on a bra. Baby got on a bra at the club in the AC, so she ain't cold until she cold. I don't understand what y'all be out here doing.
4 people were killed here in this shooting. 14 others were injured when a car drove up and at least one person started.
Got on the skirt. I ain't seen the skirt in so long, but say Instagram teaching them. Yeah, you say Willie them some Lululemons.
Opening fire. A worker at the club tells us that this was an album release party for a Chicago rapper named Mellow Bucks.
Mellow Bucks. So I might go back. I might as well just go back to the video that I had before this one. So let's see. Let's go back one. Come on with the little commercial thing. Skip it. Let's see what they do here. Atrocious.
We have some breaking news at 5. 18 people are shot in River North, leaving a club after an album release party. At least 4 of those victims have died. You are watching CBS News Chicago. Good morning, everybody. I'm Dana Kozlov.
And I'm Adrena Sinclair. We want to get you right to the scene where this all took place overnight. Our Darius Johnson live here along Chicago and Orleans. And Darius, we understand this was a drive-by shooting. What else are we learning about this?
Drive.
Hey there, ladies. Good morning to you. I have information coming in by the minute from a city source. That city source confirms to me that 3 shooters pulled up in a black SUV and opened fire as people were leaving an album release party, as many of them were pouring out of this lounge.
Oh, they was coming out of the lounge and old drive-by. They just went to hidden. Whoo, that's a good way to catch them. Shout out to Andre for the $1 cash app. He said, men out here looking like a group of bad bitches. This was, they do look like a whole bunch of bad bitches with hips. With hips. What is we doing?
Take a look behind me right now. This morning, 5 hours after the shooting, you can still see police here at the scene as firefighters just finished cleaning up the scene. It was a lot of debris that was left outside here from when a lot of people scattered overnight. Now I want you to take a look at the video into our newsroom overnight. You could see Chicago Avenue blocked with crime scene tape and police. All of this happening just before midnight at Artist Lounge on Chicago Avenue. A city source at the scene tells us this was an album listening party for a female Chicago rapper known as Mellow Bucks.
Oh, Mellow Bucks is a woman. I thought that was a dude. You say Mello got shot in the leg? Oh, didn't like another rapper get killed? Damn it, I did a report on another rapper who had I saw the post that he got killed last night. I'm going to have to look it up.
Witnesses tell us as people were leaving the lounge, a black SUV with multiple shooters inside pulled up and opened fire. 18.
That baby ain't got no draw. Listen, that baby. She got the skirt on. Oh, but she ain't got no shorts up under her skirt like y'all should when y'all go to school. But that baby just,
SUV with
that baby probably got on draws. She probably got on the draw.
Shooters inside pulled up and opened fire.
As it's
18 people in total were shot, and we're told most of them are women. You could see some.
Most of the people shot is girls. The girls got hit. At a female. So could we have a female shooter? Could it be a female shooter?
Those injured being wheeled around by medics. Many of them were taken to various hospitals. We now know 4 of them have died. 2 died at Northwestern. 2 others died at Stroger Hospital. The condition of the rapper who was hosting the party is unknown at this time, and this scene is very chaotic with a lot.
Where's her clothes at though? You say ain't no drive-by. You don't hit 18 people on a drive-by. You gotta stop. Oh, I get what you're saying. Well, you might be right. Where's her top at? She ain't have on no top.
Hosting the party is unknown at this time, and this scene.
All right. So it's just a little strain. It's just a little strain that's going around the back.
It's very chaotic with a lot of victims and several officers who are trying to process the scene as EMTs tend to nearly 2 dozen who were shot. You can see shattered glass, ropes, and clothes scattered along the front of the lounge, and at one point you can see 2 ladies hugging one another as police swarmed the crime scene. Then you can see the crime scene technicians gathering photos at the scene, even inside the lounge. Here's what one woman had to say last night.
I didn't stop it. They did.
What'd you hear, man?
Again, we are told that SUV pulled up, opened fire, and took off. We're also told that there are at least 3 shooters at this time. None of those people are in custody at this time, and it's unclear exactly why someone shot up this party. Again, we're told that 18 people were shot, 4 of them died, 2 at Stroger, 2 at Northwestern, and we are still texting with that city official right now. I'm getting information that's still coming in at this time. We're still trying to learn more information to see if there will be a press conference. At this time, there doesn't appear that there will be one this morning, so we still have many questions going into Chicago police and other city officials at this time.
You're right by that, and I'm wrong for doing it, and I can say that I'm wrong for doing it. You say, Willie, you acting surprised that it's women. You're absolutely right. Damn it, I got to stop acting like everybody else and like social, like mainstream media, especially when we be talking about women doing crimes and stuff like that. And I should not be surprised, 'cause I've been reporting on women doing crimes forever, but my natural reaction was just, ooh, it's women. But because I thought that Mella Yellow, I think that's that baby name. Mella, what is the rapper name? I thought the rapper was a woman though.
Hey there, ladies. Good morning to you. I have information coming in by the minute from a city source. That city source confirms to me that 3 shooters pulled up in a black SUV and opened fire as people were leaving an album release party, as many of them were pouring out of this lounge. Take a look behind me right now. This
album release party for who? Mellow what? Mellow Bucks?
Morning, 5 hours after the shooting, you can still see police here at the scene as firefighters just finished cleaning up the scene. It was a lot of debris that was left outside here from when a lot of people scattered overnight. Now I want you to take a look at the video into our newsroom overnight. You can see Chicago Avenue blocked with crime scene tape and police. All of this happening just before midnight at Artist Lounge on Chicago Avenue. A city source at the scene tells us this was an album listening party for a female Chicago rapper known as Mellow Bucks.
Mellow Bucks. I wanna do something with the name, man. Mellow Bucks, Chicago. I want to see a picture. Okay. Let's see. Let me put it on the screen. So this is Mellow Yellow. Well, Mellow Bucks. Mellow Bucks is her. Okay, so is she thick? All right. Okay. She a dark-skinned chick. Got it. So I can. $4,800 featuring Mellow Bucks. Oh, so that's how they pronounce it. Mellow Buck. Oh, y'all want to hear the video? Or y'all want to hear the song? Let's see. I don't know. We can do like the first bar or something. Listen, if y'all watching me right now and y'all don't get to see the video, that is because I had to remove the video at the end of the show. Let's see what the first verse sound like. Okay.
They did it again, yeah. Cash. Bucks. It's money again. Go. Black 5% limo tent. Round with your bitch. Rolls, mops, chops, sticks. Pull up, hop out, blick. He the fail. Papa Zan with a ginger ale. Fuck yeah. Send that bitch nigga to hell. Nigga broke, he can't even pay his bill. She shaking ass, I'm chillin', driving past the limits. He think I'ma love that boy a gym. He be choosing feelings, fuck your heart. Bitch, I'm really living D&D the sailor. I can show you how to cook, pack up, and moonwork. We brought Glocks in this bitch, move wrong and get switched. Mellow say she just got busy, so I told her change her fit. Can't get caught, it ain't no way. Mask on, won't see no face. Don't get caught thinking you safe, but hoes in your bitch like a lake. Repercussions for a bitch, nigga talk shit, make you a case. They say karma is a bitch, her knobs kinda relate. I know niggas that'll take out like they come to treat your way. Pop up at your funeral, you meet your mama at the gates like they ain't jump gates, they ain't duck shots. Look, but I had two, bitch, I'm pretty out. Young turn bitch from the block and I told blocks. Big 30 clip up top, why they gon' drop? Fuck 12, we done took 'em on the chase. Black truck, we done made the driver race. Waking up the new money, what I'm back to do today. What I'ma do? About to put the shit up in their face. Masked up, hoodie on, looking like a ninja. Op shit dry, but somehow we still drench 'em. When they ass drop, what we do, swerve whistle. Wipe his nose like we handing out tissue. 5% limo tent. Round with your bitch. Rolls, mops, chops, sticks. Pull up, hop out, blick. He the fail.
I want to hear the short one rap.
Papa Zan with a ginger ale. Yeah. Send that bitch nigga to hell. Nigga broke, he can't even pay his bill. Off the oil RBT. Different niggas, different bitches, swap them out like every week. At the back, cause I'm a dog. Put these bitches on their knees. Bless a nigga, silence up on the Glock, sound like a sneeze. And I can't press about a hole that I've been had. Ain't no pressure, disappearing on the hoe, just like her dad. Niggas pussy, toughen up, I'll get a pad. Duck and twist, beat on the E-way, they can't keep up with the scat. Do this for fun, where your gun, bitches trolling on the net, don't got no money, Steady showing that we got slave, bitch, where your fun, 4,800 fake rap check, Call him at the shop, now he don't been cause I done line him up. Better watch a nigga cause he fat as fuck. Told him it's a glitch and now I got that nigga standing up.
Okay.
Nigga had to spit a pussy drying up. Shit, man, I think I got the block hopping. Snatch a bitch wig, got me block mopping. Label got you stuck, what the fuck, you was not dropping. Still gon' fuck you nigga while you cock block. Fuck his BM, throw snacks at your baby head. And fuck the eyes cause all them niggas dead. Bappin' is insane cause man you know I'm known for snaps and dreads. And why you close your friend to count if that's your homie bread? 5% limo 10.
That's a hit. Album release party, man. Album release party. Shout out to Andre for the $1 cash out. Say I can't with these rapping water rats. Water rat. That's new. I like it. Say shout it sound all right. The little bitty one, she sound all right. All right, man. I ain't hating. I ain't hating. Girl got a whole album that just had on drop. He say this song is why Ish got aired out. This is why that shit got shot up last night. You could be right. 5%. That's why. Shout out to Roman Rome for the $2 super chat. He say her AKA is it be pretty ops. Is it be pretty ops? He say she been on her shit. Oh, really? Now, the name is Cashmere featuring, well, it's $4,800 featuring Mellow Bucks, Moni the G, Amara Blaze from the Block Performance. That's what it say. Got to be more careful, man. That's what our female rappers out here doing. Swerve the block and lace you down with 30-round drums, and, you know, we laying you down, we mopping you up and stuff, we busting your head. Players ain't got bum money, you know, and a lot of you players don't got bum money, so we ain't mad at them. That's what's up. I ain't tripping. Give y'all a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end of the midday news out here in these doggone street. Well, y'all go ahead and tell somebody about the player. Remember, share. And I want to apologize about the R, the T and the T. I want to apologize right there because I had done hit to do the premium thing, and you could not watch it over there because you would have to be a premium subscriber thing. You know, but I'm going to have to do about 2 more of those. I am going to have to make it premium at least 2 more times so I get my numbers up. Say built like a Chevy Caprice out here in these streets. That's what's up. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show said just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your la-la or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm there. Just say no bum money, no funeral money, hashtag GoFundMe. There it is. There it is. But this is what we got to choose from. Players, this is what we got to choose from. This is how y'all girls in the community is. This is how y'all girls is in the community. This is what they doing. This is, these are our sisters. That's what's up. Hopefully we'll be back tonight. Hopefully we will be back tonight. I just want to say thank y'all for showing up today. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all did do a player solid for just being around here. Let me go ahead and click that. Damn. Thank y'all. Remember, if you're new around here, subscribe. Thank y'all. Please go around to the Willie Williams Show 7 channel, 4 channel, Accept and Agree channel, and subscribe and hit the bell. Make sure that you got the bell. And watch the standalone videos because we do more than go live. We do standalone videos. Yes. I'm supposed to come back tonight. Today, Thursday, ain't it? I'm supposed to come back tonight. I got to get my meat together. I got to get my meat together. I got to put me on some ribs tomorrow. I just be finding a reason to go ahead on and just barbecue. I know. The 4th is on a Friday. Tomorrow's a holiday, y'all. Tomorrow's a holiday. A lot of y'all off. A lot of y'all is off tomorrow, so we definitely going live tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you good people will be around here tomorrow. But tonight, we will come back tonight. You say, Willie, you said that yesterday and didn't come round here. I had done got into a little something. But I had to pay bills, though. I had to make a choice. I had to remember decisions. I had to make a choice. Do I want to go live or do I want to pay bills? It's a difference that if I go live, I'm able to pay bills, but I wasn't going to get enough to pay my bills. I be trying to get enough to pay my bills. Say, Willie, send me a rib, just one, huh? Just one. Mm-hmm. Hey, Willie, get your meat together. That's why. Yeah. I mean, I got to thaw me out some meat. I got to thaw. We got to let the ice melt. Let the ice melt, get my meat together, clean it, season it up, skin it back. Not skin it back. But y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm doing some ribs. I'm probably doing about 6 slabs. 6 slabs, and I ain't really going to eat that much. But damn it, I just like cooking it. Anyway, y'all finna go on and get on up out of here, man. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking. Remember, y'all tell somebody about the player. But, y'all please remember go around here to Pleasant Candles. I forgot to go on and do my own advertisement, but I did do the commercial at the beginning, so I hope that y'all paid attention, which I'm going to have to start doing multiple commercials. I got to pay somebody else to do me a commercial today, too, because I need more. I'm probably need about 4 different commercials. But anyway, please remember, go around here to Pleasant Candles. PleasantCandles.com is the biggest, the hugest, the largest candle company in the world. We have multiple fragrances, and you really can't see what I got up here, but I do say Pleasant Candle right there. I'm trying to block out the light. Block the light out. You can go out on to see some. Hurt yourself out here. If you would like for your area to smell better than it does right now, just go around now. ThePleasantCandles.com. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with the player. This has been a wonderful family show. Shout out to Diddy. If you got him, let him go. Appreciate y'all for rocking.